Good evening and welcome, viewers. I'm sorry, but we have had enough. We've just had enough. No more now. We're a sovereign country, and we cannot allow terrorist leaders to speak at public gatherings and rallies and do politics in India. That's what the Hamas has started doing. If some people in India want to work with the Hamas, if some people in India love the Hamas so much, if some people in India identify so much with the Hamas, then they can go to the Gaza Strip and join them. But this is Indian soil. This is Bharat. And to call a Hamas terrorist, in this case, a man called Khalid Mashal, to address a rally in Malappuram, Kerala, is a violation of every conceivable law. And it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame that this is happening in India in the name of secularism. That this is secularism. Being fans of the Hamas is secularism. It's not, it's a subversion of secularism. This man, this Hamas man, addresses rallies in Kerala and says that Islamic forces must unite against anti-Islamic forces. The whole thinking of this man is Islamic versus non-Islamic. Islam versus those who are not Islamic. This kind of Islamist thinking, when anyone who opposes violent, radicalized, jihadi thinking is to be eliminated. The very thought that this is happening on Indian soil is terrifying. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact that the Chief Minister of Kerala is so weak, and perhaps in the political clutches of the forces that encourage and are part of this Islamist thinking, this fundamentalism, ladies and gentlemen, should be a wake-up call for us all. And you would remember I had said this a few days back, and many of you supported me then. I looked ahead and I said that don't imagine that what is happening to Israel, what the people of Israel have gone through, the degree of barbaric violence, that will never happen to India. Don't be complacent, because we too are surrounded by similar forces. And tonight I want to ask you all, at the start of my program, I want to ask all generations of Indians, wherever you are watching me tonight, I am asking all right-thinking citizens of Bharat, do you realize what can happen? Do you realize, wherever you're watching me tonight, viewers, whether you're watching me in Bengal or Assam or Rajasthan or Kerala or Karnataka, do you realize what will happen and what can happen when foreign terrorist leaders use technology to influence and address Indians in public political rallies? Do you realize how dangerous this is? This cannot be allowed to happen. The center cannot be a spectator to this. And so I once again call upon the government to act. I call upon the central government to declare that the Hamas is a terrorist organization, for we all know that it is, and by doing so, outlaw every such jihadi attempt to support the Hamas from Indian soil. There is no time to delay this. If we don't do this, if we don't formally declare the Hamas a terrorist organization, we risk compromising our internal security. And I think the government should not bother about the time-wasting nuances of Hamas versus Palestine, Palestine versus Hamas. Absolutely no time to waste on this. The Ministry of External Affairs should get its act together. This nuance does not work. Palestine is not a terrorist group, but the Hamas is a terrorist group. And the only response to a terrorist group is a hard state. India has to be a hard state. We cannot just talk about having a hard state. We should be a hard state. And this particular terrorist group is addressing political rallies on Indian soil We, the people of India, are worried about what's going on. We believe that the Malappuram rally should be a wake-up call. And Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala, who is failing in his duty as Chief Minister by not acting against this, is compromising national security, and therefore the NIA must step in and take over if necessary. No compromise from here. No compromise on the Hamas. This is Bharat. No compromise on any jihadi group. Not now, not ever. I call upon the government to formally declare the Hamas a terrorist group.